Live from the Carlos P. Romulo Auditorium, this is Mr. Universe Tourism 2019. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the candidates of Mr. Universe Tourism 2019.
Zabib Ali, Mr. Universe Tourism from BENIN. Kushan Mishra, Mr. Universe Tourism India. Rorano Karechi, Mr. Universe Tourism, Indonesia! My swimming camp, Mr. Universe Tourism, Myanmar!
Mr. Universe Tourism, Nepal.
Mazin Saeed Sharif, Mr. Universe Tourism, Pakistan.
Kelvin Agalan Vicente, Mr. Universe Tourism, Philippines. David Oliver Kello, Mr. Universe Tourism, Switzerland.
Mr. Universe Tourism, Thailand! Mr. Mr. Universe Tourism, Vietnam!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome back on stage our 10 official candidates in their national costume, starting with Mr. Universe Tourism Benin, Mr. Zabib Ali. Is a ceremony practiced by the Yoruba Nago community in the Yoruba Nago region of Benin. The impressible effects of the ceremony make the Yoruba people say that the eyes that saw the gelede have seen the ultimate spectacle. Oral Heritage Gelede was originally proclaimed in 2001 and then inscribed in 2008 by UNESCO on the representative list of the cultural heritage of humanity. Mr. Universe Tourism Benin, Mr. Zabib Ali. Coming up next is Mr. Universe Tourism India, Tushar Mishra. Tushar Mishra is wearing a Lord Shiva costume. Lord Shiva is the almighty god of Hindu culture who is known for their kindness and patience. It is said that the person who remembers and worships Lord Shiva with a pure heart is granted the wishes. Mr. Universe Tourism India is Tushar Mishra. Let's welcome Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Andrew Rorano Karechi. Surya di Ufuk Timur, sunrise of the eastern horizon. It is inspired by Mabruk bird, an endemic bird to the island of Papua, where he originated. Sunrise symbolizes the hope in every morning, and the 5 sun rays symbolizes the 5 pillars of the Republic of Indonesia. Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Andrew Rorano Karechi. Coming up next is Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar, Zuen Min Pat. King Ong Zaya is the king of Myanmar's third empire. In his reign, Myanmar had a lot of districts, states, and cities that fight against each other from the Second Empire. He is very intelligent and influential. He tried to unite and bring peace for the Third Empire. King Ong Zaya is recognized as the King of Peace. Coming up next is Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal, Prajwal Shrestha. Prajwal is a from the multinational country of colorful traditions and festivals. The first Vana was born in Nepal. The head gem is called Paraillo, an umbrella that protects the people from harm and illness. Once again, Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal is Prajwal Shrestha. It's your turn, Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mazad Saeed Sharif. Mazad is wearing a sherwani, a suit which is worn by a groom during wedding. It is a knee-length buttoning up to the neck and worn by men in South Asia and Indian subcontinent. And that is our Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mazad Saeed Sharif. And now, Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines, Kelvin Aguilan Vicente. Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines is wearing a national costume called Luz Biminda, designed by Andrew Visaya. Luz Biminda comes from three major islands of the Philippines: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Richness of culture is found in the cloth called Annabelle. Once again, Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines is Kelvin Aguilan Vicente. Coming up next is Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland, David Oliver Keller. Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland is wearing a costume that pays homage to the farmers and cattle. The bells wrapped around the neck symbolizes the luck and prosperity. The coat of the cow represents the national animal of Switzerland. Because of that, what makes their chocolates and cheeses so famous in the universe. That is Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland Keller. Let's have Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, Sorasok Wangkyu. Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand is wearing a costume named King Calabird. This type of bird is in a fairy tale and is a symbol of beauty and strength. In Thailand, the people dress up as King Calabird during important festivals to show their belief that God will bless whoever dresses as King Kalas. Once again, Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand is Sorasok Wangkyu. It's your turn, Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam, Nguyen Linh. Nguyen Linh is wearing an Alda, a traditional Vietnamese clothing and one of the national symbols of Vietnam. It gets the idea from the Vietnamese kings of their history. Your Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam is Nguyen Linh. Once again, our Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 candidates in their national costume. Mr. Universe Tourism Benin, Mr. Universe Tourism India, Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar, Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal, Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines, Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland, Universe Tourism Thailand, Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam. Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines, Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland, Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, and Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam. once again, ladies and gentlemen, our Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 candidates in their national costume. Let's give them a round of applause. Here are your hosts for tonight, the beautiful and gorgeous, the 13th Miss Earth Philippines, Miss Angelique Claudette de los Reyes, and an international model, host, and actor who was in the movie Sabado and stars in MMFF 2019 movie entry, Kulion, none other than Mr. Nicholas Timothy Fowler.
Fowler, and I would like to welcome my beautiful co-host this evening, Miss Earth Philippines 2013, Miss Angelique de los Reyes.
What a double! And you look as dashing as always, and of course, I must say, as handsome as our 10 gentlemen tonight, all vying for the crown, Mr. Universe Tourism 2019.
That's right, Angelique. To get our night started, let us now award the Best in National Costume. The winner of Best in National Costume was determined during the National Costume Competition held in Coro Hotel last November 22nd, 2019.
Colorful, historical, and very informative costumes they have. Also, we could say that they are gigantic and fabulous, so let's hand out the Best in National Costume. Gentlemen, please approach center stage once again. Or maybe I should just call the Best in National Costume because their costumes is really big. So, we should only call just one to take center stage. Best in National Costume is none other than Mr. I think you're right, Indonesia.
To be awarded by the one and only Edwin Uy, the expert in national costume for pageantry.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Indonesia.
Mr. Indonesia is our best in national costume, and we've seen his performance. He's actually in character the whole time. Congratulations, Mr. Indonesia. Thank you to our presenter.
Mr. Universe Tourism Ambassador, shall we give out that award, Angelique? Our Mr. Universe Tourism Ambassador of Peace is chosen by the candidates themselves. Whoever got the most votes gets to win this award.
So our Mr. or our Ambassador of Peace could be our Mr. Congeniality on other terms. So now let's call our Ambassador of Peace, and he is, once again, Mr.
To be awarded by the CEO and owner of Apatubasig, Mr. Neil Garcia Las.
Indonesia for being the friendliest candidate in the batch. Am I right?
Yes, of course, Nico. Indonesia. The second recipient of our second award is the same person as earlier. Congratulations once again to the rest of the gentlemen. Don't lose hope, we still have more to go.
Yes, meron pa, Angeli. So thank you, gentlemen, for your first national costume and the Ambassador of Peace Award. Now let's move on to our next segment.
That was an awesome display of costume. Now let them prepare for the next one.
Actually, Angeli, whose costume did you like the most?
Well, I have some in my mind, but I won't spill the beans. Anyway, one of my personal favorites is Mr. Indonesia too, so I'm glad that he won. But of course, I also like Mr. Philippines and 3 more, but I won't spill that to everyone.
Yes, a lot of great...
How about you?
I would say the big one. I think it was Mr. Thailand with the big, huge costume. He'd have like move, you know?
Yes, indeed, all of them have great costume and great movements as well. So I really like them all, and I think everyone did as well. So now we move on to the people who will have a difficult task tonight.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen the candidates, and now let us introduce you their personalities who have the most difficult job tonight.
Here are our panel of judges.
Our first judge is the founder of Fashion Institute of the Philippines, who trained well-known designers in the Philippines and around the world. The one and only Mr. Shannon Pamaong. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Our first judge is Mr. Shannon Pamaong. Our next one is the CEO and owner of Bakutu Basik, who produces purely organic cosmetic products accessible to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Neil Garcia Laas.
Good evening, sir. Our next judge, she's a hair and makeup trainer that goes around the Philippines from north to south. She handles about 50 hair and makeup artists. The CEO of NYX Institute of Beauty, the beautiful Miss Nyx Soriano.
Beautiful and lovely. Our next judge is one of the most famous fashion designers here and all over the world. He designed national costumes who won titles in the international pageants. He even designed my costume for Miss Earth 2013, and I must say that most of his costumes are being awarded a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, he's also the tonight, the one and only Mr. Edwin Uy.
Thank you for joining us tonight, sir. Our next judge, a Filipino and Italian multi-awarded actress who bagged the Best Actress Award in the Metro Manila Film Festival in 2001 in the movie Hubog. She started her career in the show business industry since 1977 up to present. The one, no other, Miss Asunta De Rossi. Looking absolutely beautiful tonight.
And before I introduce the chairman of the board of judges, I believe we have another judge who is really known in fashion industry. He is one of the best directors, and everyone look up to him in the fashion industry, and the one who doesn't need money. And we have with us tonight, Mr. Robbie Carmona.
Last but not least, our chairman of the board of judges, a multi-awarded hair and makeup artist who has been in the hair and makeup industry for the past 20 plus years. An awardee of Hair Asia and Phil Hair, has touched the faces of celebrities such as Carolina Sanchez, Laura Lehman, and Ann Curtis. The vice president of aesthetics and imaging of the BorGen Entertainment Ventures company. The man behind beauty artistry of Mamu Tonet Chua.
I like that, Mamu.
Mamu, I like it.
But it is really Mamu Tonet Chua. Thank you so much. Everyone, a round of applause for our board of judges for tonight. I believe they have the best seats in the house, but the most difficult task, so I won't trade places with them.
Sabi yan, Angeli. But before we begin the rest of our competition, I would like to briefly explain our criteria for judging. Formal wear, 30%.
Swimwear, 30%.
Q&A and 1-minute speech, 30%.
Overall impact, 10%.
Totaling to 100%.
All right, so now that we already know the judges and we have the criteria, we move on to the next.
Yes, thank you judges for joining us tonight. We hope you will enjoy the rest of our evening. And as well as we all know, Mr. Universe Tourism is not just about the looks and physique. but it is about how one can help his country promote their tourism.
That's right, Nico. So everyone, let's watch these videos that our candidates prepared for each and everyone promoting tourism all around the world. Watch this.
Bonjour, je suis Ali Zedi, Mister Universe Tourism Bénin 2018. Représentant le Bénin en Philippines sur Mister Universe Tourism, je vous présente ici la cité la plus significative. Située au sud du Bénin, Gambier est une cité lapis sur le lac Nopé, au nord de la métropole de Cotonou. Elle fait partie de la commune de Soava, dans le département de la Fatigue. Surnommée la Venise de l'Afrique, la cité lapis de Gambier regroupe quelques milliers de cases en bois. Érogée sur les pilotis et compte aujourd'hui environ 30 000 habitants qui vivent principalement de la pêche, mais de plus en plus aussi du tourisme. Inscrit depuis 1996 sur la liste indicative de l'UNESCO. Son origine remonterait au XVIIIe siècle, à l'époque où les razzias esclavagistes ont repoussé la population de la région à venir se réfugier dans le marécage du lac, afin de s'échapper à un triste sort. Wow, qu'il fait beau ici. Fils d'Afrique est célèbre pour son marché. Ici, les pêcheurs viennent à la rencontre des connaissances sur les eaux. Et les vendeuses proposent directement leurs marchandises. Visiter Gambier, c'est visiter un village entièrement unique en son genre. Une cité aux origines quasi mystiques. Un village entièrement bâti sur l'eau. Une architecture unique au monde où la traversée du lac est une expérience palpitante. Je vous invite à visiter cette cité unique en son genre, qui est très spéciale. Ayant des origines un peu surnaturelles, d'autant plus qu'il est situé au Bénin, le temple du Veau.
The next video comes from Mr. Universe Tourism India. And now for the tourism video of Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia.
Salam dari Indonesia, maligayang pagdating sa Indonesia. Indonesia is a country that best known for its tropical island, friendly people, delightful food lovers, and diverse cultures, and more than 700 languages spreading across the 17,000 islands. 6,000 of which are inhabited, are united by one official language, Bahasa Indonesia, all of which is reflected in the country's motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or unity in diversity. From east to west, Sabang to Merauke, the island Miangas in the north to the island of Rote in the south. The archipelago of Indonesia is spread like emeralds on the equator, with breathtaking sights, inspiring diversity, and deeply rooted history. Indonesia offers something unique for everyone, from wide sandy beaches, bustling cities, remote villages, great volcanoes, one of 7 ancient wonders of the world, to one of the most biodiverse dive sites. I would like to highlight the 5 main islands: Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, which is also known as Borneo, shared with Brunei and Malaysia, Sulawesi, and last but not least, Papua, which is shared with Papua New Guinea. So what are you waiting for? Come and visit the wonders of Indonesia, one destination with many experiences.
A lot of fun and wonderful video, seeing all those sights in just one night. It's truly amazing. But now it will be more fun because we will be seeing our candidates in their swimwear.
I agree, Angeli. Let's welcome back our Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 candidates in their Simone's wear. coach. He's Mr. Universe Tourism Benin, model and fitness coach. He stands 5'10" tall and weighs 82 kilograms. Here is Mr. Universe Tourism Benin, Zebib Ali.
First Tourism India, Tushar Mishra. Tushar is a model and fitness coach and ambassador. At the age of 23, he is 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs about 68 kilograms. Mr. Universe Tourism India, Tushar Mishra.
Next up, Andrew Rorano Karachi, Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia. He stands 5 feet 10 inches and weighs 69 kilograms. He is currently a hotel staff and freelance model. Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Andrew Rorano Karachi.
Here is Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar, Zwemin Kant. Zue is the youngest of the candidates at the age of 21. He stands tall and weighs 73 kilograms. He is currently taking a master's degree and is an editorial model. Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar, Zwemin Kant.
Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal, Prajwal Shrestha. Prajwal won Model Hunt Nepal and is currently taking up a master's degree in rural development. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 74 kilograms. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Prajwal Shrestha, Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal.
Next up is Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mazan Sharif. He stands 6 feet tall and weighs about 77 kilograms. He has a bachelor's degree in business management and is now a contractor. Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mazan Sharif.
Here is Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines, Kelvin Aguilan Vicente. Kelvin has a bachelor's degree in nursing and works as a caregiver in the public sector. He stands 5 feet and 7 inches tall. Kelvin Aguilan Vicente, Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines.
Next is Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland, David Oliver Keller. This 28-year-old Swiss is a model and has an MBA degree. He stands 6 foot tall and weighs 80 kilograms. Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland, David Keller.
Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, Surasak Wonkyao. To be called Thor. He stands 6 feet and 1 inch tall and weighs 69 kilograms. He studied Faculty of Mass Communication in Chiang Mai University. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, Surasak Wonkyao.
Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam, Xuan Long. Luan is a 28-year-old interior designer. He stands 6 feet and 11 inch tall. He weighs 70 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam, Nguyen Long.
Ladies and gentlemen, once once again our candidates for Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 in their Simone swimwear. Mr. Universe Tourism BENIN. Mr. Universe Tourism India. Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia. Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar.
Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal. Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan. Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines. Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland. And Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand and Vietnam. Everyone, a round of applause to our candidates in their Simone swimwear. I believe that he Carlos P. Romulo Auditorium as of this point.
And now I have the results for the Best in Swimwear. The Best in Swimwear award is determined from the swimwear competition and Simone Swimwear Fashion Show held last November 23rd, 2019 at the Core Hotel in Makati.
And who's your bet for Mr. Swimwear?
Sino siya?
Our Best in Swimwear for Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 is...
Best in Swimwear goes to... none other than Philippines!
To be awarded by BorGen's Vice President for Aesthetics and Imaging, Mamu Tunechua.
Our Best in Swimwear is Mr. Philippines. Congratulations, Best in Swimwear. Thank you to our presenter.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now announce the Best in Talent Award.
The Best in Talent Award was chosen during the talent competition held at the Coral Hotel last November 22. And
Our Best in Talent Award goes to... Sino siya? Indonesia!
To be awarded by the famous actress, Miss Asunta De Rossi.
as they say, finding easy what others find difficult is talent, and he is the most talented Mr. Indonesia.
Mr. Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our swimwear competition.
Congratulations once again, awardees, and thank you, candidates. You may now rest a bit and prepare for the next portion or part of the competition. That was one sizzling hot competition we had, but of course, at the end, only one emerged, and the best in swimwear is Mr. Philippines, and we also awarded the best in talent, who happened to be Mr. Indonesia, with a lot of fans here.
There's a lot of fans from Indonesia here, aren't they, Angelique? Now, before we proceed on with our competition, Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 would not be possible without our very supportive sponsors. We would like to thank the following sponsors.
Thank you so much, International Travelers Medical Center, the first and only travel health facility in the Philippines.
Immuno Boosters Code, the medical clinic, the first and only medical concierge facility in the Philippines.
Thank you so much also, Bakuto Basic.
Nix Institute of Beauty,
Fashion Institute of the Philippines, and Simone Swimwear.
where a lot of our competition was held, Core Hotel, co-presenter and official residence and events venue of Mr. Universe Tourism 2019.
And our special thanks to
Harbor's Heritage Restaurant National Museum.
Mr. Mike Fermin, Mr. Rod Nepomuceno,
Mr. Darwin Bantiles, Miss Marisa Ali, Miss Jinky Arevalo, and Miss Verano Yao.
to all of our sponsors and supporters, thank you so much to all of you.
And as I mentioned earlier, Miss Universe Tourism is not just about looks and physique. We are also trying to promote their respective countries' tourism.
And with that said, let us watch the tourism video prepared by Mr. Myanmar.
Myanmar, Myanmar, a country in the Southeast Asia, which is surrounded by the neighboring countries like Thailand, China, Bangladesh, and India. It's a place where the legend and culture is mostly influent. The early Myanmar dynasty is established with the World Heritage City, Yu and Takao, followed by the well-known Bagan, a must-visit place. With the great history and foundation of Gay and Oyata, Myanmar heritage, art, spirit, and all the love lie included in this. The World Heritage, again, would priceless memories for visitors. Besides, is established by King Vienna of which its power is driven out to the neighboring countries and had the most larger landscape in the history. Cambodia Tari place in Paco is a signature of power, splendid military skill and the spirit of young people at that time. The Myanmar Empire was founded by King Auzia, and after that Myanmar is ruled by the British colony in 1886. One of the Myanmar historical places, Mandalay, show its culture and magnificence with the Nyanan Sanjo Shinando and Yadnabo Nipito. The capital of the Myanmar dynasty, Mandalay, is a place full of tourist attraction and historical landmarks like Mandalay Hill, Ubeng Bridge, and the monuments. After the colonization of British, Yangon had become the capital of Myanmar, as well as place where military government exists. During those times, Yangon University has become the best university among Southeast Asia, where many scholarship students come to learn. Due to the research of British colony, Yangon has become the capital city of Myanmar, where world famous architects and Asian buildings situated and is placed to arrest education, arts and economy to the present day. Myanmar has regained its independence on January 4, 1948 as Union of Myanmar in which altogether 135 distinct ethnic groups, including 8 major ethnic groups and over 100 minor ethnic groups are living peacefully. Therefore, when you are concerning to visit Myanmar, there are very interesting ethnic groups, different languages and cultures. Thus, you can imagine to finish learning. As communism started to activate in 1962, civil war occurred from the demand of ethnic group leaders from 7 states and 7 divisions, request to give separate division of self-administered zone as per federal law. The foreigners are no longer given the opportunity to make investment in Myanmar, and as a result, investors since British colony left the country. Government gave light on state-owned enterprise, and the government is responsible for the production of its product, and the economy and production has been declining more than once. Starting from 1988, Burmese are fighting for democracy as they has been suffering from a military dictatorship from 1988 until 2010. As they begin the democracy journey from 1988 to 2010. The new government elected by Myanmar citizens in 2015 could emerge the new First Peace Dynamics Myanmar. Under the unity of the ethnic group led by Nobel Peace Prize laureate Aung San Suu Kyi. Under the unity of the ethnic group led by Nobel Peace Prize laureate Aung San Suu Kyi, there is an enormous increase in international investment and education promotion, especially in tourism industry due to good diplomacy. Millions of international tourists are coming daily at Yangon and Mandalay international airports. Please do not believe in the part of Myanmar, which are not 100% accurate. The small conflict that of borderland are just as the same as the problem in every family. Don't let those things overwhelm your wishes. That's why we would like to invite you to come Myanmar, which peaceful mind at least once in your life, where you can feel the nature from the glacier to the long coastline. Tropical evergreen forests, mountains along with the best beaches in Southeast Asia. Under the excellent effort of our mother Aung San Suu Kyi. Public transport in Myanmar, as well as the rising standard of living, will provide you with the best service and satisfaction in the world. Kindly let me invite you to come and experience the beauty of magical Myanmar and Myanmar in modern life. Please come to see this, our beautiful Myanmar, lovely Myanmar, and blessed Myanmar. Your Mr. Myanmar, my Swimwear, Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar 2019. Thank you all.
Wow, there really is so many beautiful places in the world. That's why I really want to travel all over the world. The universe. Actually, I have plans to travel to Mars one day. Joke no.
Well, but it's better if you will travel and experience the Earth first, and I believe that that's what everyone wants really, to experience, to travel to different countries. And we are very lucky tonight that we are having a glimpse of each and every country that our candidates represent.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So there will be more videos shown on the screen to show the various beautiful places in the world. And now, let us see the beauty of our handsome gentlemen in their formal wear competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 in their formal wear. Let's begin with Mr. Universe Tourism Benin Zabib Ali. He considers winning a prize in Best Interpretation in Film. That is the best gift that he had received. He considers tourism as a way to push forward. That's to push the economic growth of his nation. Once again, Mr. Universe Tourism, Benin Zabib Ali.
Universe Tourism India, Tushar Mishra. Tushar wants to promote tourism by starting his own NGO in apparel. Ladies and gents, Mr. Universe Tourism, Tushar Mishra.
Universe Tourism in Indonesia, Andrew Rorano Karachi. Andrew considers that life is the best gift he ever had. He is truly blessed and grateful for his life. Exactly my thoughts to Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Andrew Karachi.
Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar, Zway Min Kant. If given $1 million, Zway will donate some for the education of the poor, build a vocational center and foundation, and to make the pageantry in Myanmar bigger and better. Thank you, brother. Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar, Zway Min Kant.
Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal Prajwal Shrestha. One of the things to know about him is that he is a simple guy, but with a hard-working attitude. Way to go, Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal Prajwal Shrestha.
Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mazan Saeed Sharif. The best gift he ever received is a BMW 520i, a very expensive car indeed. If given $1 million, he would like to spend it for free education to the young generation. That's very generous of you, Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan, Mazan Sharif.
Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines, Calvin Aguilian Vicente. Calvin believes that his life is the best gift he ever had. And the best way to enjoy it? Share it with the loved ones. Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines, Calvin Aguilan Vicente.
Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland, David Olivier Keller. If he will win the Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 title, he wants to be an inspiration and influencer to the youth, not only in Switzerland, but also the rest of the world. To voice out promotion of tourism, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Universe Tourism 2019, David Keller.
Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, Surasak Liang Piao. He wants to make the most of his Mr. Universe Tourism journey. He encourages everyone to feel free to talk to him because he wants to develop a lasting relationship with everyone here tonight. Very friendly indeed, Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, Surasok Liang Piao.
Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam, Nguyen Lon is an interior designer. He loves to sing, travel, and also draw. We are excited to see how he can make use of his talents to promote the tourism industry of the world. Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam, Nguyen Lon.
Once again, our Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 candidates in their formal wear.
Mr. Universe Tourism Benin.
Mr. Universe Tourism India.
Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia.
Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar.
Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal.
Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan.
Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines.
Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland.
Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand.
And Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam.
applause for our candidates.
Gentlemen, you all look ravishing tonight. And I must say that the judges are really having a hard time as of this point. And let's do the announcement or the awarding of the best informal wear. The best informal wear was selected during the National Costume and Formal Costume Competition held last November 22, 2019 at Cora Hotel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our Mr. Universe Tourism Best Informal Wear is... Best Informal Wear goes to... Thailand!
Best informal wear is to be awarded by Fashion Institute of the Philippines, Mr. Shannon Mamao.
Taking center stage now is Mr. Thailand, our best informal wear. Congratulations! Now off to our next award, Mr. Nick's Institute of Beauty. He is chosen by our official hair and makeup artist who they think is the most kind, courteous, and considerate to their hair and makeup artists.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nick's Institute of Beauty is... none other than Indonesia!
Mr. Nick's Institute of Beauty is to be awarded by the CEO and owner of Nick's Institute of Beauty, Miss Nick Soriano.
Congratulations, Mr. Indonesia, on getting another award.
Congratulations to the winners. Now, as of this point, we will have a little chit-chat with our candidates so we will get to know them more.
All right, Angeli, I'll actually go to the other side and then we will eventually meet in the middle.
All right, Nico, I'll start with Mr. BENIN. Did I pronounce it right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, he said yes. All right, so I have here casual questions. Nico and I have casual questions, so you can answer casually so that we can see your personality, all right? So how do you define success? Oh, you have a translator. Please, again, how do you define success?
Comment définissez-vous le succès?
Merci. Le succès est un résultat attendu d'un travail, d'un projet bien fait.
We can define success by a work or a good achievement of what we did. This is success for me.
Success is achievement. Thank you so much, Mr. BENIN. Nico?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have Mr. Vietnam with me. Nguyen Lon, did I say that right? Yeah. Close enough. All right, my casual question for you is, what is your best memory during this pageant?
Actually, this is the first time I've been in Philippines, and this is the first pageant that I take part in. And when I've been here, I don't think this is a competition, you know, because now we are a family, and my dream came true because we are so close, and I think the best memories is they celebrate a surprise birthday for me on 22 at a swimming pool, and another moment I go with them, play with them, talk each other. We feel this is not competition. We are family, and I don't want to lose this moment. I love them. I love you all, guys.
Wonderful, thank you, Mr. Vietnam, and I think that's the goal of every male pageant is brotherhood.
Yeah, so sincere and so heartfelt. Chewing Long, I hope I pronounced that right. Now we move to Mr. India. Mr. India, can you share to us your goals in life? It could be short term, it could be long term. What are those?
Thank you for the question. My goals are just to keep moving forward, getting better every day. Because every day I get up, I have a goal in my life. I make small goals, achieve them, then move to next forward and take next step. Every day I feel like I'm getting better. That's the goal actually. Thank you.
Step by step and being better every day. Thank you so much, Mr. India.
I have Mr. Thailand with me right now. A few supporters in the crowd. My question for you, Mr. Thailand, is what is your biggest failure and how did you handle it?
Thank you so much. For me, every failure is a value because no one in the world never fail because we are human. We are not special, we are not perfect. So, no matter what kind of fail, I handle it with keep positive thinking and concentrate to try harder, do more, work harder. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thailand, for those insightful words. Over to you, Angelique.
All right, positive thinking. Now we move on to Mr. Indonesia with so many fans. Would you like to greet them first?
Thank you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for coming.
And simply the reason why I asked you to greet them first is because my question to you is that I need an opinion, a serious one, and I think
Language, food, and cultures. And of course, we have the Bollywood and the king of Bollywood, Shah Rukh Khan. And we have a lot of traditions over there. There are more than 2,000 languages spoken in India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Universe Tourism India, Tushar Mishra. Now calling on is Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Andrew Ronaldo Correggi.
Mabuhay. Indonesia is a rich country that best known for its tropical island, friendly people, delightful food lovers, and diverse cultures. Indonesia offers something unique for everyone, from white sandy beaches, great volcano, bustling cities, remote villages, to one of the most biodiverse dive sites in the world. Indonesia has 700 languages spreading across the 17,000 islands, 6,000 of which are inhabited and united by one official language, Bahasa Indonesia, which is reflected in the country's motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or unity in diversity. What I've just shared with you just now is not even a glimpse of Indonesia. As you can imagine, Indonesia is unique, diverse, and breathtaking with a warm and welcoming culture and also a
Thank you so much, Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia. Thank you so much, Andrew. And now it's your turn, Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar, Zuen Mit.
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်နာမည်မိုင်းစိုးမင်းခန့်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံမှာဆိုပေမဲ့တိုင်းဒေသပေါင်း135မျိုးရှိပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံဆိုပေမဲ့အခုဖွံ့ဖြိုးဆဲနိုင်ငံဖြစ်တယ်ပဲကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံလာရောက်လေပတ်မှလာရောက်လေနေပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံဆိုရင်တော့ပြဲတောင်တန်းတွေရောလှပတဲ့ပင်လယ်တွေရောကျွန်းစုတွေရောအများကြီးရှိပါတယ်အဲဒါကြောင့်ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံမှာကမ္ဘာစံချိန်လုံးတက်မှတ်ထားတဲ့ပကံဆိုရင်လည်းလူရအောင်လာအောင်လေပတ်တဲ့နေရာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီလိုမီဒီယာတွေကပြောနေကြကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံစစ်တွေဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုတော့မဟုတ်ပါဘူးတကယ်တော့လာပြီးတော့ nation ဆိုရဲကောင်းလာပါတယ်အားကြောင့်ကျွန်တော်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံကိုလာရောက်ပါကျွန်တော်ဖိတ်ခေါ်ပါတယ်ဘာလို့လဲကျွန်တော်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံကလူတွေကိုအားကြောင့်ဒီကနေပဲကျွန်တော်
We would like to welcome you, Myanmar. We would like to invite because Myanmar have 135 ethnic groups. We have a lot of culture. We have a lot of traditional, and we have a lot of unique area from different all around from the world. And we have a lot of we have 3 heritage city, and we have a lot of beach, very beautiful. So we welcome to Myanmar. If we know, you know, in world media, they tell Myanmar have a lot of big problem and racist issue and a lot of civil war. But in the main area of the capital city, in every capital city and every tourist area zone is very safe because our
Thank you so much, Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal.
Tallest mountain in the world, Sagarmatha. We have 8 tallest mountains. Nepal lies in the tallest place in this world, and we are rich in resources like we are thick forest and because city of temple as well. Gautam Buddha also born in Nepal. So our
culture, tradition. This makes a wonderful tourism. Why? Because when you immerse with them, immersion, having people around you with those cultures, you practice them, be with them, and see the happiness in every people. Is that how we call and promote tourism? Preserve, promote, and do an immersion with the people is tourism. It's not just about the place, nor the surroundings, but how we implement or involve ourselves in their culture. That is tourism for me. Thank you.
Thank you for that speech, Kelvin. Let us now welcome on stage Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland, David Olivier Keller.
Mabuhay Filipinas. My name is David, and let's talk a bit about our country, Switzerland. My country is really small. We have just 7 million people, but we speak around 5 different languages. German, French, Italian, Rätoroman, and English. And we have a lot of beautiful places like the Matterhorn, the Convent of St. Gallen, or the Rhinefall, the biggest waterfall in Europe, in my hometown, Schaffhausen. Hey, Schaffhausen! Okay, I want to just say I'm a normal Swiss guy named David. I come here alone to the Philippines, but I love you all so much. Salamat po, Filipinas. Thank you!
That was Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland. Let's welcome Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, Suraso Wangkyu.
Hello everyone. What do you think when you hear Thailand? Food, festival, or our culture? I will give you all the things that there's something for everyone. Thailand will give you a new special experience of tourism. I would like to recommend you Perfect Islands in Southern. Do you imagine postcard with perfect tropical islands? You can see here. And lush jungle or Northern. That's unseen place you must see. Both beautiful place and fresh air on the top of mountain. No matter what kind of trip you're looking for, let Thailand make you be a good or part. Let Thailand be a part of good memory. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Thor. And the last but not the least, let's call on stage Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam, Nguyen Le.
You know, my dream came true when I to be announced to be the Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam and take this competition. I just want to promote Vietnam tourism to international community, and I just want to spread my message of promoting our Vietnam tourism to international. Besides, I want to develop Vietnam tourist industry and make famous on the world map. For example, Ha Long Bay, Phu Quoc Island, Hue City, and dynamic Ho Chi Minh City. Oh, and don't forget the taste of pho, very famous noodles. And think about the coffee in Vietnam. That's a delicious drinking. If you want to see, to feel, just come and enjoy Vietnam.
All right, now we know and we've heard their tourism speeches, and we are now sure that they are more than good looks, for they also have patriotic hearts.
So let us introduce them one more time. Starting with Mr. Universe Tourism, Benin.
Mr. Universe Tourism India.
Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia.
Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar.
Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal.
Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan.
Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines.
Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland.
Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand.
And Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam.
Let's give a round of applause for our wonderful candidates.
All right, that was one amazing segment, and we now know that they are not just after a crown, but they are also gentlemen with purpose.
That's right, Anjali. One of their goals for this pageant is to promote tourism in their respective countries. So for the purpose of promoting tourism in their home country, let us watch our last batch of tourism videos. Ladies and gentlemen, please shift your attention to the screen.
And that was the video of Switzerland. And now let's have the video of Thailand.
Hello, I am Dor Surasan Mungkel, Mr. Universe Thailand 2019. I am not afraid to do or try new things. Personally, I love to travel because it makes me feel relaxed and meet a lot of people. On behalf of representatives of countries, please rejoin to Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 at Philippines. I believe that I can represent Thai culture to another country to visit Thailand because there are many beautiful and interesting places in our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand 2019. Let's have the video of Vietnam.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người. Ngày hôm nay tôi sẽ giới thiệu đến mọi người một Việt Nam xinh đẹp như thế nào trên bản đồ du lịch thế giới và tôi là ai.
Xin chào, tôi là Nguyễn Hương, tôi năm nay 26 tuổi. Tôi đến từ Việt Nam và hiện tại tôi đang sống tại thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Tôi tốt nghiệp kiến trúc và hiện tại tôi rất là vui khi được tham dự Nam Vương du lịch Hoàng Vũ năm 2019.
Mọi người hay gọi tôi với tên gọi là Liên Quang. Tôi luôn mơ ước sẽ làm những điều thật lớn lao cho cộng đồng và xã hội, đặc biệt là quảng bá du lịch Việt Nam đến với bạn bè quốc tế. Điều đó trở thành hiện thực khi tôi tham gia Mr. Universe Tourist năm 2019 tại Manila, Philippines. Được gọi tên trong người chiến thắng, tôi sẽ đại diện Việt Nam tham gia Nam Vương du lịch Hoàng Vũ năm 2019. Tôi muốn lan tỏa thông điệp quảng bá du lịch xanh, bảo vệ môi trường du lịch, di sản cho ngành du lịch Việt Nam phát triển và những địa danh nổi tiếng được biết đến nhiều hơn nữa trên bản đồ du lịch thế giới như Vịnh Hạ Long, Sapa, Phú Quốc, Huế, Côn Đảo, Hội An và một thành phố Hồ Chí Minh năng động. Đừng quên thưởng thức phở, cà phê và bánh mì khi đến Việt Nam nhé. Hãy là chính mình và mang đến những giá trị tốt đẹp cho cuộc sống. Hãy ủng hộ Nguyễn Luân tại hành trình chinh phục Nam Vương du lịch Hoàng Vũ năm 2019. Hẹn gặp lại tại Manila, Philippines.
Thank you so much, Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam, for your tourism video. And of course, as we are now close to the end of the night, let us look back on how busy this last week has been for the candidates. Of course, due to technical reasons, we will see, of course, the arrival video in a little while. But now we will call back our host for tonight, Miss Angeli and Nico.
All right, everyone, another round of applause, please, for our candidates. And all their tourism videos are all complete now. And I have my favorites. I'm sure you do have your favorites, and you would like to visit one of those countries, I believe.
That's right, Angeli. Where would you like to travel to if you could pick one country of our candidates?
Well, I'd like to go to Indonesia, of course. I'd like to go also to Pakistan. I haven't been to India. I like to go to every country, actually.
Actually, Echo Din. If only we had the budget to go to every single country.
Soon enough, we will be able to do so. But even though we weren't able to be there physically, we were able to have a glimpse of what they have to offer, right?
That's right, Angeli. So we would like to now welcome the members of the National Organization of Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia. National Director Raymond Jambak and Provincial Director Yunyar Presieto.
Yes, they flew all the way from their country to be with us tonight. Thank you again to our National Organization of Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia. Now we move on to the National Director of BENIN, Mr. Husu Thierry. Also, the National Director of Myanmar, Seth Wezwao.
We would also like to welcome the National Director of Nepal, Isan Kero, and the National Director of Thailand, Mr. Kong. Thank you for joining us this evening.
To all of our national directors, to all of the organizing committee, to all of you who have been supporting this very night, everyone, how about a round of applause to each and every one? We do hope that our national directors are enjoying this night, and we do hope that you will enjoy more of the Philippines.
That's right, Angeli. And now we all know that our previous reigning queen or king, is here. Mr. Brata Kartasmita will relinquish his crown and pass it on to the winning gentleman tonight.
But before that, Mr. Tourism Universe Organization has prepared very special something for us. Let's watch this.
Muling mabalik mga alaala nakalipas na bumibig sa tingkay biglang naaalala.
A wider, bigger platform towards your tourism advocacy for your respective countries. And again, congratulations Indonesia, you. Maraming drawing niya na Mr. Brata Kartasmita and from Mr. Universe Tourism Ventures kepada
Bakit ba nagkaganito? Ano bang dahilan hanggang ngayon ako'y gulong-gulong? Sana'y maintindihan ang ngayon ako'y nasasaktan at iniwan mo nang hihintay sa'yo. Kailan mo kakamit ang nananatiling panaginip, ang iyong pagbabalik? Walang hangganan na paghihintay at kahit anong sakit, hindi mapigilan ang damdamin na umasa. Ano bang dahilan? Hindi maintindihan saan nagkamali itong damdamin ko. Saan ka na? Bakit ba nagkaganito? Ano bang dahilan hanggang ngayon ako'y gulong-gulong? Sana'y maintindihan ang ngayon ako'y nasasaktan at iniwan mo nang hihintay sa'yo.
Philippines. My heart is overflowing with gratitude because here, in the same country, I was given the chance to pursue this dream. Unpredicted as the first Mr. Indonesia who won a title, Mr. Universe Tourism, crowned in Philippines. And now your beautiful country become my second home after Indonesia. This journey has been made even more meaningful because every single step of the way I felt each and every one of you right there with me. Mahal kita Filipinas. In this moment, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who stand for me for winning this honorable title as Mr. Universe Tourism. Thank you to my beloved national organization, Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Mr. Outgoing and Mr. Halim who sent me here a year ago to compete with my all brothers around the world, and I'm representing my beautiful country, Indonesia, and successfully bring the crown to Indonesia. And the most important, my highly appreciation dedicated to my beloved international organization, Mr. Universe Tourism Organization, who become my beloved parents here, Dr. Jumel Bornila, Mr. Manix Ganabe. Thank you for a big opportunity. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for carrying me as a son, not a stranger. Thank you for amazing luxury treatment that has been given. It's making me feel like a real king. Mahal kita dan. And and to all my brothers around the world in my second edition of Mr. Universe Tourism 2018, especially Leon Perez, Afjit, and Kioni. I love you. And I'll not forget to say thank you to my production team, to my dearest Mamu Chua, Sir Kimbo, Nadine Bornila, Paulo, my Costa Maria, as my second family in Philippines. Thank you for always taking care of me during my stay in Philippines. To my sponsor, my beloved designer, Sir Edwin Uri, Abatabayu, House of Asto, Dika Sigit, Mayrati, and to people who work hand in hand with my Mr. Universe Tourism Organization. Thank you always accommodate me well and preparing me incredibly, stunning in every moment. And to all media, Portal Pageant, and pageant lover in Indonesia and around the globe, thank you for your attention. Thank you for your support. If not because of you, I would not have achieved this humble achievement. I'm nothing without you. To my next successor, remember to give your best. Behind your gorgeous shoot, your knees might be trembling. Hold on, because you have to be ready for that moment. Being in front of million people can be nerve-wracking. You have to remember that you are wearing that sash that proudly says your country on your shoulder and the whole country cheering you on. Tonight is the right time for me to pass my crown to you, and it's time to start your new journey as next Mr. Universe Tourism and continuing this meaningful duty. Indonesia, ini dedikasiku. This is my dedication. Indonesia, let me go home. Indonesia, we did it. Philippines, thank you so much of your kindness that always open your arms for me. Mahal kita. Philippines, mabuhay ang gandang Filipino. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po tayong lahat. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for love from Pilipinas. Thank you. Thank you. Tonight, my time as reigning king will be over, but my dedication and love to Mr. Universe Tourism Organization will be forever. I'm Abrata Karta Sasmita, Mr. Universe Tourism 2018. Maraming salamat po. Mahal ko kayo.
Ladies and gentlemen, our reigning king, Mr. Universe Tourism Barata Karta Sashmita.
Let's give him one more round of applause.
You are a true king, not just in looks, but also in words and deeds, and we have been witness of that. Congratulations for a colorful and meaningful reign.
And I like how he chose a Tagalog song for his video there, really showing his Pusong Pinoy.
Yes, actually earlier we are thinking if he can understand the song, and he told us that that is one of his favorite Filipino songs.
Wonderful, Angelique.
And as of this point, we would like to call on the president of BorGen Entertainment Ventures company, Dr. Jumel V. Bornilia, for a very important announcement about Mr. Universe Tourism 2020.
Let's put our hands together for him as he comes up on the stage.
Thank you so much for coming. First and foremost, we're not supposed to. It's our promise, me and my partner. It's our promise not to, render speeches because it's supposed to be a show. It's supposed to be their show. But I need to tell you this. This is the 3rd edition, and I believe it's about time that we share Mr. Universe Tourism to the world. Hence, we are passing the key to Indonesia for the 4th edition. It will happen in Bali, Indonesia in November 2020. So, Son, please approach the stage. Okay. If you notice, this is a purple key because this is the favorite color of your brother, Paolo. So, please, this is the key to the Mr. Universe Tourism 4th edition. Number 4 is not a so lucky number for a lot of Chinese, but number 4 is my lucky number. So son, take care of Mr. Universe Tourism. You'll be my king. You'll be my forever king. Okay? We've been through a lot, and I never expected a warm love and appreciation. We have so many shortcomings, but you really gave everything just for this organization. Maraming salamat, Barata. Maraming salamat, Indonesia, sa aming kapitbahay. I just said Indonesia is our neighbor, that's why we look alike. We love you, Indonesia. Maraming salamat po.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Universe Tourism 2020 will officially be held in Indonesia.
Thank you so much, Brata, for accepting the key.
Yes, spearheaded by Mr. Brata himself. Let's give him one more round of applause.
So we will see you guys in Indonesia next year. Are you excited? Yes, of course.
And of course, I am excited, hoping that we will have a free trip to Indonesia to host Mr. Universe Tourism 2020.
Well, Nico, let me tell you that Brata already promised that one. Okay, right, Brata? You mentioned that backstage.
Right, brother?
And actually, knowing Brata, if he could only bring each and every one of us here tonight to Indonesia, he will.
That's right, Angeli. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce our candidates one last time.
So this will be their final look, judges.
That's right. Our final look, ladies and gentlemen. Starting with Mr. Universe Tourism, Benin.
Mr. Universe Tourism India.
Mr. Universe Tourism, Indonesia.
Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar.
Mr. Universe Tourism, Nepal.
Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan. Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland.
Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand.
And Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam. There you have it, everyone. A round of applause, please, to our Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 candidates giving us their best and their purpose.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to appreciate our sponsors for making this beautiful event possible, as well as our judges for joining us here this evening.
Thank you, judges, for sharing your time, expertise, and, of course, the way that you promote the Philippines as well to the world. Thank you so much, judges, to all of you who have been supporting us. Maraming salamat po. I would personally like to thank, of course, Edwin Uy for my gowns tonight. Thank you also, NYX Institute of Beauty for my hair and makeup through Paige Senares. And thank you also, Montage Skin Science, Urban Smiles Dental Clinic, and Browdery by Alberto.
That's right. I'd also like to thank Robbie Carmona for joining us here this evening. Round of
He is
applause
the
for-
founder of Saka Events.
That's
I just
right.
learned that.
He is very well known here in the Philippines, as well as Asunta De Rossi, looking very beautiful this evening. Thanks for joining us here once again. Tonette Chua, thank you also for joining us.
AKA Mamu. And of course, thank you so much to Fashion Institute of the Philippines founder. We have Shannon Pamaong. And of course, we have with us also tonight the one who promotes organic products, Mr. Neil Laas. Thank you so much for that. We would love to have those and try them, as it will also help the environment and combat climate change.
That's right. I'd like to actually ask you a question, Angela, before we move on.
That makes me nervous now.
No, don't worry, nothing too personal.
All right, all right.
What do you think was the biggest challenge these gentlemen faced during the competition?
I think the biggest challenge is that they know it's a competition, but they became friends. So it's kind of hard to balance things if they will be fighting or they will be good to one another. But what I've seen is that they treated each other as a friend or as a family, which is something I do love with the purpose also of this very pageant. How about a round of applause for BorGen Entertainment for bringing all these gentlemen together.
That's right, Angela. It's truly amazing because all of these gentlemen, of course, come from a different country. So there is that initial language barrier, culture barrier. So it's truly amazing to see them form this brotherhood during their journey through Mr. Universe Tourism 2019.
And I think with that short period of time that we've been backstage with them, you are already calling them brothers as well, right?
That's right. They are my brothers as well. And it's an interesting battle because it's different with women, I think, Angeli. Men are a bit more competitive, you know.
I think whatever gender is competitive, but it's a matter of how you see the pageant and how you imbibe its sole purpose.
That's right, Angela. Before we continue with our program, I'd like to ask you, the audience, who do you think is going to take home Mr. Universe Tourism 2019? Sino?
Maybe let's move to the center stage so we will see what they are saying, or we will hear it carefully. Who would you like to win Mr. Universe Tourism 2019?
Sino, I can't hear you.
Oh my, it's hard to determine.
It really is. I have no idea who's going to take this title.
Actually, I've talked to a few of the judges earlier and they said, I don't actually want to be a judge tonight because it's really tough. And if only we can announce all of them as winners, we will. But we will only have one king for one crown tonight.
That's right, Angela. We have a sobering, competitive group of brothers, but unfortunately, only one will be taking home Mr. Universe Tourism 2019. Shall we start with our awards, Angeli?
Yes, so let's call our candidates once again as we will now announce the best tourism video. All right, I know you missed us, everyone. We just checked and verified something. So, gentlemen, please approach center stage once again. Mr. Universe Tourism Benin, Mr. Universe Tourism India,
Mr. Universe Tourism Indonesia, Mr. Universe Tourism Myanmar,
Mr. Universe Tourism Nepal, Mr. Universe Tourism Pakistan,
Mr. Universe Tourism Philippines, Mr. Universe Tourism Switzerland,
Mr. Universe Tourism Thailand, and Mr. Universe Tourism Vietnam. Now let's do the announcement. We've seen their videos, their advocacies, and the beautiful sceneries of their countries. Let's announce now the best tourism video. May we have the result, please? Okay, somebody told me already who is the winner. I don't need an envelope because our director is on the side. So our best tourism video award goes to Mr. Indonesia.
To be awarded by the one and the only most followed journalist and pageant blogger, Mr. Norman Tino.
To be awarded by pageant blogger and journalist, Norman Tino.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Best Tourism Video, Mr. Indonesia. Our next award is Mr. Photogenic.
Who is the one with the most handsome facial features on videos and photos?
Mr. Photogenic goes to none other than Mr. Myanmar.
To be awarded by Mr. Paulo Bornilia.
Congratulations, our Mr. Photogenic is Mr. Myanmar. And of course, we would like to congratulate each gentleman here tonight who competed, actually not just competed, but showcased their best, not just their best looks, their best purpose in life, their goals in life, but also the best of their countries.
That's right, Angeline. We're actually still having a deliberation for our final results. So I want to actually hear more from our candidates. I'm going to go on the other side.
Go on the other
Angela.
side, Nico. Well, this time it's really casual because earlier we asked them questions, casual ones, but it's like they answered it the pageant way.
That's right, that's
so
right.
now you can answer with your personality, maybe relax a bit. So how do you feel as of this point, Mr. Benin? Interpreter, please. All right.
La question était, qu'est-ce que vous ressentez à ce moment?
Thank you. De la joie. L'honneur qu'on nous a fait aujourd'hui. La Philippine, c'est vraiment un pays merveilleux. Vraiment merveilleux. C'est pour cela la joie qui m'anime aujourd'hui. Oh, avec tout ça. Thank you.
I think our audience loves your accent.
Thank you for this opportunity that you gave to me to express myself again. I feel very happy to be here in Philippines. And with this happiness, like with this hospitality that Filipinos give to us, I feel very happy and to be in this beautiful country. Philippines is very beautiful, and I love those all people that are with me. They became my brothers, and I feel so happy to be with you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Mr. Vietnam. I want to ask you a question about Vietnam. If I was to travel to Vietnam, what would be something fun and interesting to do there?
Where exactly you want to go? To north to south, from north to south.
I want to go to Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, Ho Chi Minh is my home. I can be the best ever tour guide with you.
Are the girls beautiful? Are the girls beautiful in Vietnam? Girls are beautiful in Vietnam?
Yes.
He said it himself. Okay, thank you, Mr. Vietnam. Off to you, Anjali.
Thank you, Mr. Vietnam. Everyone loves you. They seem to love you so much. Now we move on to Mr. India. Mr. India, if we're going to visit India, where will you bring us specifically?
Salamat sa tanong. So, if you visit my country, first of all, I would like you to visit Goa beaches. They are very beautiful. Second of all, Gateway of India. It was made by George V in Mumbai. Third, it's Agra, because we have one of the 7 wonders of the world, that's Taj Mahal, made by Shah Jahan, and it's a sign of love for her wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Salamat sa po.
Salamat din, Mr. India. Okay, but aside from Taj Mahal, you mentioned 2 also. I hope you took note of that. What are the first 2 again?
Goa beaches, and another is Gateway of India. We have a lot of things as well, like Ajanta Ellora Cave. That's a Buddhist temple, and it's there since more than 5,000 years ago. It's the oldest temple over there. And there is Ajmer Fort, and there are a lot of things you would love. Thank you.
Truly a lot of things.
That's right, I might be booking a flight to India tomorrow. I'm here with Mr. Thailand. Tell us a little bit about Thailand. Do you come from Bangkok?
Actually, I come from Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is not Thai. Yes. If you come to Thailand, I would like to invite you to come to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is a beautiful place with a lot of mountain and a lot of art and architecture. Yes. And today I would like to teach some language. In Thai, many people speak Thai language, but different in many accents. Today I will teach you my province accents. In Thai, to say hello, we say Sawadee Krap.
Sawadee Krap?
But in my province, it's not Thai religion. It's a Sawadee Chao.
Sawadee Chao.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we learned something from you.
Thank you, Swati Tao. Wonderful. I think I got it.
That's the accent in his province. Sawadee Chao. Like that. You have to bend a little. All right, now we move on to Mr. Indonesia. So you got Best in Tourism Video. Is that video made by you alone, or you got a team to do it? Whose idea is that?
I have my team to do it. I have my regional director and my national director to help me to create this video.
Okay, so everything had been so serious. Gentlemen, there's no more judges in front of us, so you can share a little bit more of your personality. What is that one thing, maybe one funny thing that we don't know about you? Interpreter? One funny thing, characteristic of yours that we don't know. Something probably funny or bubbly.
I don't think there is funny thing.
So you're always serious and intense?
I intend to overthink actually.
So he's intense and he said that he somehow overthinks, but it could be good because you get to be prepared with every situation, right?
True.
True. But can we ask you to flash a wacky smile this time? Wacky smile, like a funny smile. All right.
There it is.
So
there
now
it is.
it's
He's
not
got
too
it.
serious.
He's got a funny side, pala.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
So I'm here with Mr. Switzerland, and he told me, Kanina, that he actually resides in Thailand, but I want to ask a question about Switzerland. I have no idea. I've never been before. I want to go. What would one do in Switzerland? What would be the best thing or most interesting thing in Switzerland that we could do?
I think you should take the Glacier Express. With the Glacier Express, you see everything from the west, from Schneef till to Chur in Graubünden. And the mountains, the beautiful landscape, and the lovely lakes and rivers. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. And have you've been in Manila, I take it, for a week or two now?
Yeah.
Do you find Filipino women very beautiful?
I should be careful because I have a really beautiful girlfriend who won yesterday in Mumbai Miss Continental Universe. And yeah, I just want to say you, I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Oh wow, touching talaga. Is she Switzerland, from Switzerlandy?
Is she Swiss?
No, she's from Thailand.
Okay, so it is a Thai woman. What a lucky woman. It seems like you guys are in love. I'm very envious of you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Switzerland.
He seems so in love. Soon you'll be also, Nico. Don't worry. Anyway, now we move on to Mr. Myanmar. May we ask this interpreter, please? But please tell him that this is not so serious this time because we don't have judges. All right, so you are Mr. Photogenic. What tips can you share to each and every one of us to have good photos?
If you want to take a good photo, you want to share like social media, Instagram or Facebook, you should know your face angle. Yes, face angle, and you should know how about the pose and what is suitable with you. Like a smile or like a sexy or something like that. So I want to share only that.
Thank you to you, and thank you for the tips. So his tips are know your angle, know if you look good when you smile or you're fierce or sexy. So it depends on your facial features. Thank you, Mr. Myanmar.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Mr. Philippines, our very own Magandang brother. So Pare Koy, you told me you come from Benguet province. Tell us a little bit about that area and your life growing up there.
So I grew up in the province of Benguet, where strawberries are usually planted there and harvested. So it's a we have cool climate as well as lots of pine trees. So I usually grow up there playing on the riverside, on the grassy forest. And sometimes there are a lot of festivals as well in there. We call it Adivay. It's a common festival for all the municipalities of Benguet, where we gather and we had celebrations there.
Thank you, Mr. Philippines, for giving us those insights.
So that's what we call casual and informative as well. You became serious this time. All right, now we move on to Mr. Nepal. Mr. Nepal, what is the best experience that you had here in the Philippines that you will take away or go home with to Nepal?
Okay, I learned so many things here. I learned so many friends, and I got to learn so many historical things. Over here, we visited so many places here in Manila. So I will never gonna forget this moment till the last bit of my heart. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you seem so serious still. Can you flash them your funny smile as well? That's already the funniest smile. Okay, now he's laughing. Thank you so much. That's what we wanted to see this time.
There you go, you got it. Last but not least, Pakistan. I also want to ask you about your experience here in the Philippines. Did you try any local foods? And the ones that you did, what was your favorite?
Well, thanks for the question. As you know, everyone knows I'm Muslim, so it was really hard for me to get some good halal food. So I've been living in Kuwait since 27 years, and I've never tried Jollibee. But this is the third day I'm having Jollibee in every meal. So what I do is I just buy a bucket, and I have 3 pieces as lunch and 3 pieces as dinner. I'm sure I'm going to miss this, and there are many branches in Kuwait, so for sure that's going to be the maybe the next week when I travel back to Kuwait. I'll be trying that for sure.
I love it, Jollibee. Truly Filipino you are at heart. And before I let you go, Mr. Pakistan, I want to give me your jingle. And what a jingle is a quick little dance like this. Okay, something like that. Whatever you got.
That's an extra challenge, Mr. Pakistan.
Really sorry for that because I've never danced in my life. So this is gonna be a big challenge.
Give me your best shot.
Nico, I think it will be fair if all of them will do it. You can show them how to do it.
Yeah, you're right. It's only fair if we challenge them all. Angeli, starting with yours.
Okay, go, Nico.
All right.
Sample.
Me?
You be in the middle and everyone will follow after you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm leading the dance now? When did we decide that?
You're the one who asked Mr. Pakistan to dance, so I believe it will just be fair if all of you will dance.
All right, here we go. Here's my dance. Let's continue with our final results, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Okay.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And everyone seemed prepared already for the dance, while the others are nervous. Anyway, thank you so much, gentlemen, for being such a good sport.
Yes, thank you guys for that fun interview. And I believe we have the final results now, Angeli.
Now we're down to our last 3 major awards, and we move on to the announcement. Let's begin with Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 second runner-up. Good luck, gentlemen. Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 second runner-up is... Let's do that drum roll once again. Second runner-up is... Mr. Indonesia, Andrew Kaneji.
To be awarded by Mr. Neil Garcia Las, Mr. Shannon Pabao, and Ms. Nick Soriano.
Mr. Indonesia is our second runner-up.
Presenting to you, Mr. Indonesia, who had a very successful journey for Mr. Universe Tourism 2019. Congratulations, Mr. Indonesia, and thank you for joining us all the way here in Manila, Philippines. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 first runner-up. Our first runner-up goes to none other than Mr. Philippines.
To be awarded by Mr. Edwin Uy, Mamu Tunechua, and Mrs. Sunta De Rossi.
Congratulations, Calvin Aguilan Vicente, on grabbing the first runner-up award. Let's give one more big round of applause for our very own Mr. Philippines.
centers. Gentlemen, this is already the announcement of the ultimate winner, so we do hope after this you will remain as friends or brothers.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to decide who will take home Mr. Universe Tourism 2019.
And tonight's grand winner is...
Sino siya?
Mr. First, we would like to congratulate once again BorGen Entertainment. Congratulations for setting this stage, beautiful venue, and great gentlemen. Now we move on again to Mr. Universe Tourism 2019, and he is...
none other than Mr. Thailand!
To be awarded by our reigning king, Mr. Brata Kartasasmita.
Please take center stage, Mr. Thailand. You are Mr. Universe Tourism 2019.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Mr. Universe Tourism 2019, Mr. Thailand. And let's give a round of applause for all of our candidates.
Thank you, Brata. Everyone, your Mr. Universe Tourism 2019 is Mr. Thailand. Well, everyone's having photo. Thank you once again, judges, to all our sponsors. Congratulations, BorGen Entertainment. Thank you also to our voiceover tonight and host during the pre-pageant activities, Ginoong Pilipinas 2019 first runner-up, John Michael Suelo.
Tawagin yung mga judges, JM, para magpa-picture.
What a journey it has been indeed for our candidates of Mr. Universe Tourism 2019. As mentioned by a lot of them, they created a brotherhood, but unfortunately, only one can take home the title.
And that is Mr. Thailand. So maybe let's give way to our winners, maybe separate in the middle. All right, the winners, please. All right.
Please step forward, our winners, for a photo opportunity.
I love it that we have the winners and the rest of the delegates still with us on stage. Now let's add more judges. Please join them.
After judges, si Brata winner. Dito after si Brata, ha? Sensor kayo sa maraming places. Ipo, yung mga judges dapat ticket sa winners. Ipo, yung mga judges ticket sa winners. Yung mga judges ticket sa winners. Ticket sa winners ng mga judges. Mga judges, mamu, wag si mamu sa ticket.
To all of you who stayed with us up to this very hour, thank you so much, National Directors. Thank you for being here in the Philippines.
Yan, ganyan. Tapos si Mamu, Robby.
I also see Norman Tino. You can join us. Special mention to Kimbo.
Mamu, hindi nakikita si Mamu.
We will actually call up Mr. Bratta to the stage to join for a photo opportunity with our judges and candidates.
We would also like to request the presence of BorGen Entertainment heads. We have Dr. Jamel Bornelia, Mr. Manix Hinabe. Please join us on stage, please. Once again, requesting the presence of Mr. Manix Hinabe and Dr. Jamel Bornelia on stage, also the rest of BorGen Entertainment. Please join us. Again, we would like to congratulate all of you.
Yes, and maraming salamat to our audience for joining us here tonight as well.
And we have also our friends from the pageantry, the media from pageantry. They are bloggers, photographers as well. Thank you for being with us tonight.